Yes, yes. This is your reminder to step out of your comfort zone. This is your reminder to start your journey towards happiness. And this is your reminder to make you the priority. And that's why I'm coming out here today. I'm coming out here today live because I want you guys to understand that I want to remind you, like, it's time to take care of you. It's time to make you number one. It's time to start saying yes to yourself. And it's time to make you the priority in your life. Like, it's time to make happiness the most important thing in your life. Your happiness. Your happiness inside and out, right? And I'm super excited today because today I'm celebrating 6 years since the day I decided to start my journey of purpose, right? So 6 years ago, on Friday, May 5th of 2017, I left my career, I left my job, and I started my journey of purpose. I started my journey of self-discovery. I started my journey of really trying to figure out, right, discover what it was that I was meant to do, what it was that I was put on this earth to do, right? And that journey has been a crazy journey, right? Like the last 6 years, most of you who've been following me, know a lot of what I've been through, right? It's been a crazy journey of ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and goods and bad times, right? But overall, it's been a journey of really learning, right? Like I've learned a lot on my journey the last 6 years, and I come on live today here on Facebook and on YouTube to kind of remind you guys that it's time for you guys to start your journey, right? And I'm not saying that it's time for you guys to quit your job and do what I did, right? That's a little overboard. It's a little crazy. And everybody has kind of like their own journey that they have to go on. But I'm here to tell you that my journey has taught me some great things that I think that your life will benefit from, right? And so to get right into it, one of the things that I learned through my journey is the importance of self-awareness, right? The importance of really getting to know yourself, right? Really getting to know myself. That's been so important to me, and I really understood the importance of it through this journey. And I think that is something that everybody should go through. Everybody should go through a period of self-discovery, a period of self-awareness, right? A period where you really take time to get to know, understand, and really love yourself, like believe in yourself for real, not like the I believe in me because that's what I was told. No, like for real, I know who I am. I know what I'm meant to do, and I believe in myself, and that's so important. And that was one of the things that I learned throughout my journey the last 6 years is the importance of self-awareness, the importance of really knowing myself and really understanding who I am and how it is that I communicate with other people, because without that, I wouldn't be half the man that I am today, right? But without learning and understanding to appreciate the importance of communicating with others and the importance of understanding how to communicate with others, right? And so that's one of the things that I learned. Another thing that I learned throughout this journey, the last 6 years, has been the importance of saying yes to me and no to them. Right. And what I mean by that is that very often we tend to say yes to others and no to ourselves. Right. When things come up, we have the option that to make that split-second decision of saying, yes or no. And a lot of times, because we don't want to say no to another person, we end up saying no to us, right? So we say yes to them. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yes, sure, I'll help you with that. Yes, sure. Well, whatever it is, right? You always say yes to them and you say no to yourself. And so what I learned through this journey is the importance of saying yes to me. I matter. Like, I'm important too. You know what I mean? And so I want you guys to really start to think about that. Start to think about how many times have you said no to yourself just so that you can say yes to somebody else. And it's okay. Listen, being kind is important, but being kind to yourself is even more important than any other kind of kindness, right? And so that was another thing that I learned. I learned the importance of saying yes to myself, right? And then I learned what my purpose was, right? I learned that we all have a purpose, and I learned that discovering that purpose was the only way that I was going to be able to get out of that place where I was, right? I was in a place where I was stuck. I was in a place where I felt that although I had the things that make the American dream kind of come true, right? The house, the nice car, the great job security, right? I felt like I was still unhappy, and so I learned that discovering your purpose was the way that I'll be able to get out of that kind of like out of that hole that I was in, and I learned that everybody's purpose is the same, right? We all have the same purpose. Our purpose is to give. but now what do we give? And so our mission is to go on this journey of discovering our gift, because our gift then opens up the doors to what our purpose is, right? And so I sit here before you today, 6 years later, having discovered that purpose, having understood who I am, and what it's going to take for me to really accomplish my purpose, right? And I'm super excited because, again, although it's been 6 years, and it's been 6 years that have been a little difficult, ups and downs, and kind of crazy or whatever, I feel like I wouldn't trade that in for anything. Like I would never go back and say I wouldn't do that, because it all made me who I am today, and it all taught me and showed me everything that I know today. And so, again, this message is for you, and this message is to remind you that you are important, and that you do matter, and that it's time to put you first. That it's time to take that step. That thing that you've been thinking about, that you're not really too sure if you should do, or if you should, if it's time yet, it's time. Like, it's time for you to step out of the box. It's time for you to start that side gig. It's time for you to put more attention into the things that you like to do. It's time for you to stop complaining and start doing. It's time for you to become the person that you were meant to be, the person that you were blessed with life to be. It's time for you to do that. Like, it's time for you to do that right now, right? And I get it. Oh, but Eddie, it's Friday and we're chilling, Cinco de Mayo, whatever, tacos, whatever it is, right? No. There's no set time for you to start. It doesn't have to be on Monday. It doesn't have to be on the first of the month. It doesn't have to be any specific time other than now. Like, this is the time right now. It wasn't yesterday. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's now. And so, again, this is a reminder to you, please. If you've been thinking about doing something that you know is going to bring you that genuine fulfillment that you need, it's time to start that right now. It's time to start. And let me just tell you that it's not going to happen overnight. Things aren't going to change tomorrow or next year, or I don't know, the next month. Like it's not going to happen overnight. It's not. But I promise you that journey, that process is going to make it even better. It's going to make it even better, because when I look back and I see everything that has happened in the last 6 years, my house went into foreclosure. I woke up one day and my car wasn't in my driveway. It got foreclosed because I didn't have the money to pay for it, because I was spending my money on things like this, like the microphone, the camera. Like, I was spending my money on that because I knew that this is what I wanted to do. And sure, it was probably a little careless, but those are the things that I look back and I say, you know what, that sucked. Those times sucked, but it helped kind of create what's happening now, right? The successes that I'm seeing now, right? The accomplishments that I've reached so far in the last 6 years, and I'm seeing it because of those things that have happened throughout the process. And so, again, if you're watching this, there's no coincidence. Like, the coincidence don't exist. Like, if you're watching this, because it was meant for you to see this. And if you know of somebody who maybe should be watching this, share this video with them and tell them that it's time. It's time for them to stop all that talking, to stop living life to be satisfied, right? Stop living a life of satisfaction and start living a life of fulfillment. It's time for you to be fulfilled. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to discover your purpose. It's time for you to take care of you. It's time for you. Like, that's it. It's time for you. And that's what this video is all about. It's time for you. So, guys, don't waste any more time. Don't waste any more time. After you start watching this video, take that first step. I don't know what it is yet, but take that first step towards your journey of purpose, because that's what life is all about, your purpose. And the sooner you discover it, the sooner you'll be living a better life, and the sooner you'll be genuinely happy. And that's what I want for all of you guys, is to be genuinely happy. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Take it easy, and don't forget, be transcendent.